the leaves are screwed back in and they appear to be working nicely. I haven't put this on its feet yet because I want to get it totally glued before I do anything more with it. So I was thinking that I was pouring through all kinds of ideas of how I would add that bottom shelf. Now it was, let me just show it to you. It was screwed in, but you can see that the screws blew the table apart, so I had to fill it in, and they just didn't work, and I didn't want to put the screws back in, and I thought, well, I'll just dowel that too, but I don't think I can do that. So I had another idea, and that was to put some clamps on each leg and find the place where it's going to sit. And then from there, I will add dowels. So what I have to do is make sure my work surface is level. So, which it's not. But when I built my shop table last year, I added those screw up, for lack of a better word, those little feet so that I can level it, because my shop floor is not level. So depending on where I have this workshop table, it depends on where it's level. So from where it is here, I'm going to show you. This side is not level, it has to come up a little bit on the back. So I'm going to raise this foot. There we go. I'm wondering if I cut it and make it smaller and put the shelf up a little bit higher, that I can still support it with those dowels. It's interesting because those legs splay out from 0 at about 15 to 20 degrees now. I didn't have a protractor when I measured it and put it in. In video 2, you'll see that I used a piece of paper with the correct angle, and amazingly they came out right. But you'll be happy to know that I did invest in a protractor so that next time I can actually use a tool. This little table was supposed to be just an easy, quick flip. Well, absolutely no way. I had trouble working on it from beginning to end. I had trouble getting it apart. I got it apart and repaired it, sanded, stained, and painted it. I went to put it back together and the screws wouldn't fit. I had a nifty idea of using dowels. It did seem to work, but the width of the distance between the legs was different in the end, so I couldn't install the bottom shelf. I tried to cut the bottom shelf to make it fit the new distance, and I ripped a piece off the edge of the shelf, and my saw seemed to have a hard time going through that hard maple. The leaves do work super well, and they came out really nice. I just gave up on the shelf. I did recoat the legs with paint again, and they look pretty. It seems to be pretty sturdy, and I got it nice and level, which makes me very happy. I love the color of the natural maple with the creamy white legs. If I don't use it myself, I'll just end up giving it away and calling it a day. So this is actually as good as it gets here. I opted to not put the bottom shelf in and just have it as a table with the leaves on the top. The leaves are okay. I mean, they work okay, but you can see that this particular seam isn't the same as the rest, so that didn't come out too good. The others are fine now. Thank you so much for watching me struggle with this little clover leaf table that was much more difficult than I ever imagined it would be. Stay tuned for just a few more photos, and if you're not subscribed, would you consider subscribing? Like this video and leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Let me know what I need for tools, and that would help me too. Maybe I can invest in more tools. So anyway, have a great rest of your weekend, and I wish you all good and beautiful things.